Gonna read some comics. What shall I read? Gonna read some comics. Shall I read this X-Men book? Oh, hey, good buddies. Didn't see you there. Chief's gonna read some comics. Not right now. I've got a show to do now that you're here. But in the comments section below, give me your tips on what I should read. X-Men from the 90s. I've got a Starman DC book. Batman, Creature of the Night. Kurt Busiek, John Paul Leon. Not sure. Casanova, Matt Fraction. Love that book. Haven't read it in a long time. Or G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, The Image, Devil's Due run. Hey, I've got some comics to read after I record this show. Let me know in the comments what you think I should read. Whoa, Nelly, that's right, we're back. I'm the Chief, ArmaGEEKdon, episode 5, coming at you live. Me, the Chief DOG, and the place to be, my loft. In fact, this is not the place to be because it is freezing. So for the next portion of this show, I'm moving downstairs to the living room. Got a special guest joining me this week, so stay tuned for that. But we're here to talk about another action figure this week in the 1/12 scale, 6-inch line. It is from the Mythic Legions line. Next week, we're going to do something different away from the action figures. It's going to be exciting. Stay with us. But let me find out what we're bringing to the table. Oh, here she is. Cassia from the Mythic Legions line, House of the Noble Bear. What is she all about? We're going to find out in a minute. But before we get to that quick unboxing and review, we need to take a look at what happened from last week's Titanic Rumble. Cobra Commander facing off against the Honky Tonk Man in a battle royale. What happened? My eye in the sky, my man on the scene managed to get some exclusive snaps. Going to be selling them to the tabloids soon, but Meghan style with Oprah. But here we've got the battle, which is going to unfold right now. Let's go check it out. Well, it's 1 for the money, a 2 for the show, a 3 to get ready. Now go, cat, go, but don't you step on my blue suede shoes. You can do anything to stay off of my blue suede shoes. Honky Tonk Man, I challenge you. So, you gonna challenge the Honky Tonk Man, boy? Let's get it on. Finger poke to the eye. Poke to the eye. Now you cheating, boy. Come on. I will slice you and dice you. Ha 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 ha. Slice this, boy. Hey, here it comes. Bam! Guitar to the head. Honky Tonk Man rules. Oh, yeah. Honky Tonk Man is king of the world. I still function. Now you die, Honky Tonk Man. I, Cobra Commander, will rule the world. Oh, didn't see that one coming. Before we get to the table, make sure you come and do this thing up here. Helps the channel to grow. Subscribe, click on the notifications, like, comment, all that jazz. Tell your friends. Send them round to Chief's place. Not literal place. I'm talking about the channel place. But right now, let's get Cassia to the table. That's right, people. We're now here for a unboxing and figure review. And by the magic of the interwebs, I have a good buddy of mine. You know him well. If you don't know him, you're about to. It's my man S-Jubb7 aka Stephen Jubber, all the way live from Townsville, Australia. How are you, sir?
It's good to be here, Chief Doggy. Ooh.
You got it, brother. You got it. Listen, we are here. I invited you in ad hoc to Castle Chief to talk about. Hello. I tell you what. Let's go deep cut.
Cheeky.
Beverage for the show. Okay, what you got in your glass, my friend?
I'm no whiskey aficionado, but it's doing the trick.
Okay, fine. Chief
Well,
Dog. Chief Dog has got a Ribena Splendid White Peach and Hibiscus cordial in a Stormtrooper beer glass.
Oh, damn. Now I've been glass shamed.
Bit weak. I did it a bit weak. I'm not sure what hibiscus tastes like, but I'm getting peach. Okay, listen. We are here to talk. We're here to talk about some action figures. You don't know what I'm bringing out. I'm gonna unbox it. We're gonna have a little review. But first, first I'm gonna do this. Doorman just knocked. Delivery. You get it's a double whammy, 2 for 1. I've got another unboxing to do for you. We're gonna do this one now.
Here live.
Now listen.
On ArmaGEEKdon.
Now listen. Yeah, you got it. In the supermarket, generally down the world food aisle or the condiments aisle, sometimes you get little sachets, little packets of, you want to make a homemade salsa, but you don't want to do it all. So you get a jar or a can of chopped tomatoes. Then you get these little sachets, which is kind of like a chili spice seasoning. Mix them together, stir it up. Boom, you got yourself a salsa. You get, you know the deal I'm talking about. Now I buy
had one tonight actually.
Boom, you're loving it. You're living life to the large. Now, I buy these, and I also get one which is kind of like a guacamole mix. All you need is, one mashed up avocado. Pour on this is kind of, just a chili sauce to mix it up. Very nice. Now, this company called Capsicana, UK-based, 50p each. I bought one of these a few weeks ago, got it home to open it up. Packet was empty. I could feel it. I bought two. One, squishy packet. The other one, I'm like, it's puffed up with a little bit of air inside, but I could tell, I didn't open it. I could tell there was zero inside except air. So last week, I sent this back to Capsicana and said, look, I was about to make myself a lovely Mexican with some guacamole on the side, some tacos, nachos, and holy tortilla chips. You only went and ruined it by filling my Capsicana guacamole mix with air. So I sent this packet back to them, put on my email address, and put my address as well, which I guess is me kind of fishing for them to send me something. Look, well, this just arrived.
You've done this before, haven't you? You've done this before.
I did do it before. I sent back a solid chocolate Kit Kat, and they sent me a check for 45p, Nestle. But anyway, listen, I'm opening this box. Capsicana.
So let me get this straight. The Kit Kat was waferless.
Waferless. Now, most kids are going to think this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. A solid chocolate Kit Kat. Come on.
I don't know. You'd be better off getting just a milk bar, dairy, Nestle.
Well, I heard a story of a kid who got a solid chocolate one, sent it back, and Nestle sent him a 48 pack of Kit Kats. So I thought I'd do the same. Except I made my story a bit.
She just sent you wafer biscuits. There you go.
Yeah, I made my story a bit outlandish. I said that I had bought a Kit Kat for my 3-year-old son. This was like about 10 years ago. I didn't have no kid. And when he had this chocolate Kit Kat, he freaked out because he was used to having wafer in the middle. It caused a massive scene in the shopping mall. Emotional trauma, blah blah blah. They obviously saw through my lies and sent me a 45p check to go and buy myself a new one. Anyway,
cute.
Listen, those geeks out there have tuned in for some toy reviews. Unlucky. We're looking at sources. Right, what we got? What they sent me? They sent me a little letter. Please find and go enclosed goodies as promised. I hope you enjoy them. Well, as promised, I'm not sure. They might have sent me an email. I don't know. Capsicana Argentinian garlic and paprika for beef or chicken. Right. It's like a powder. Very nice. Peruvian chili and lemon cooking paste. Very nice. Ultimate refried black beans. Very good.
Love me some black beans, man.
Mexican mild salsa mix.
Oh, always a favorite.
Brazilian chili and tomato cooking paste. Mexican hot salsa mix. Ooh. And an 8-pack of mini tortillas. Oh. And a Brazilian smoked paprika and spices. But no goddamn guacamole mix.
What the hell, man?
I might send him another letter.
Getting a packet with no condiment in it kind of reminds me of that scene in Hook where all the Lost Boys are...
Not seen it.
You've not seen... Oh, my goodness. Steven Spielberg's Hook with Robin Williams, Dustin Hoffman.
Not seen it.
Oh, man. Well, let me set the scene for you. No spoilers. But all the Lost Boys are sitting down to eat. and their bowls are all empty. They're starting to like pretend to eat. And Robin Williams is like, what are we eating? There's no food. And one of the kids is like, you just have to use your imagination. He's like, but there's nothing in these bowls. But eventually he just goes with it. And all of a sudden, this feast appears. It's incredible, Chief. So yeah, maybe you just had some invisible session.
Yeah, and I saw, not to drag this excellent segment on too long, but I saw some food health program where people were trying to give up things, and there were people trying to give up chocolates. And they said, when you get a chocolate craving, what you do is you pretend you've got a bowl of 10 chocolates, and you pretend to eat each one and think about what the taste and the flavors are. And after you've eaten all 10, your actual chocolate craving will have subsided somewhat. And it worked. I tried it. And instead of eating like a bar of chocolate, I only wanted 2 chunks because I've already had those 10 imaginary chocolates. I only need 2 real.
Does it work for cigarettes though? I mean,
probably not.
You could make a mint trying to sell that kind of philosophy.
We're going to be talking about a Mythic Legions 1/12 scale figure here. Now, before we get to any more details here, we all know that S-Jubbs is G.I. Joe till he dies, specifically that golden period. Now, you know, again, my blasphemy, there he is. What are we saying? We're saying 1982 to 1990. How far did you go up to?
I don't think there was much in the last year of Joe that really piques my interest. So I'm gonna cap it at 93.
Okay, so you've got actually, you got that, you know.
Only the vehicles of 93 get my attention.
No, but you got that span of that's your wheelhouse. That's your that's your bread and butter. Now, I know you're also a Star Wars fan, and you would have collected that scale of Star Wars over the years.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, it was all about the starships, wasn't it?
But and I know you're a geek culture guy, but I'm not really too much. We haven't really delved into your toy knowledge or love or fascination of things outside of those 2 main areas. Now, I'm assuming you have got some, but were you ever into a 1/12 scale? I guess 1/12 scale is more of a modern invention as well, is it? Again, I'm no toy historian, so I don't know how scales transformed over the years. But
I think, you know, I rode the wave of Toy Biz into McFarlane and then back into Toy Biz. So like when Marvel Legends started out, the sort of super articulated 6-inch guys by Toy Biz.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You purchased that, right? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I've only really dropped off the scales because of scale,
right?
And because like one has to narrow one's collecting goals, and I figured like G.I. Joe 3 3/4 inch was just, it's too nostalgic for me to ignore, man.
And is there any other lines over the years in that scale that you've collected or been interested in, even if not collected, but you know?
In the 6-inch specifically?
No, in the 3 3/4 scale.
Oh, well, this was my thing, man. Like as a child, and then as an adult, I just wanted all my toys to be able to inhabit the same universe. So scaling is of vital importance. Yeah. So when I started seeing scaled Marvel and DC superheroes that could interact with my modern Joes, I was like, ho, okay. Christmas. Right, all of a sudden, like Wolverine could be tapped to hunt down, you know, some kind of Cobra scumbag up in the mountains or something, or Captain America is a bloody shoo-in for the G.I. Joes. I mean, what would be cooler than having Duke and Captain America kind of take down Hydra or Cobra or both together? Incredible.
And looking at the bigger scale, which is kind of what we're going to be looking at today, you keep your kind of finger on the pulse, your ear, listen out for the different companies and what they're producing, or is it just if someone mentions it to you, you know, what's your interest in toys in general?
Oh man, I'm an old curmudgeon now, Chief. Like I've really narrowed my views on toys. Like people say things like Mezco, Hot Toys, Higher Toys. Like these sound like premium brands. I've never handled their stuff, to be honest. I couldn't give you an appraisal.
What was that you had there?
Some of the early.
Was that the classified Snake Eyes you had there?
Oh yeah. This is the convention exclusive
Oh,
So he's
wow,
got the
yeah.
Uzi.
Yeah, I saw your review. Go and check out S-Jubb's review over on the G.I. Joburg channel. But yeah, nice figure.
This is my little
Nice
dip
figure.
of toes into the sea of classified, and it's a damn good figure, man.
Yeah.
I almost don't want to dabble any further because this guy's tough to beat.
Fair enough. Listen, let's crack on. We're looking at a Mythic Legions figure today. Mythic Legions. I reviewed one, Gonks, the Goblin Enforcer, on episode 1 of ArmaGEEKdon. If you haven't watched it, go and check it out. Then watch episode 2 to see how he got on when he fought a couple of Jawas. Let's say murder.
He's got some impressive splits on him, is what he's got.
There was a foot on that one. So yeah, I've just dipped my toe into this line. I'm not going to be getting every single figure. There are different kind of factions. I think this is House of the Noble Bear for this figure. This figure is, you know what?
Yeah, she looks like a bear, clearly.
Shall I read out her little profile bio? Let's do it.
I love the info.
Oh, Cassia. Her name is Cassia. Let's see if I can read with my contact lenses in. Be silly if I couldn't, because that's the whole point of them. A solitary and sullen veteran of many of Mythos's bloodiest battles, the weathered warrior known as Cassia spends her days in the wilds of Bjorngar searching for enemy forces. Once a rising star, well on her way to becoming a member of the army of Leodicius, fabled Red Shield, Cassia began to question the direction her faction was taking. When Attila took over as leader in his brother's stead, her disillusionment ultimately led her to defect and travel to Bjorngar in hopes of aligning with the House of the Noble Bear, where she can join forces with others who have disavowed the faction system. Okay.
One take, Chief.
There you go. Okay, well, I'll tell you what I do like about these. You don't need your knife because they have the kind of plastic flaps.
Slip.
Yeah, slip. So you do undo the top one, and then whoa, out comes your card.
Beautiful. Nice. Collector friendly. We like that.
Collector friendly, and then you can repackage it and sell it as new.
Not the Chief would ever do something like that. Of course not.
Whoa, Nelly, we got soft goods.
Classy.
We've got a baggie.
What's the retail on these bad boys, brother?
So UK, these are, you have to generally pre-order them, and that they'll go for somewhere between 40 and 50 pounds UK sterling. I ordered some of these from Big Bad Toy Store, United States. I think I was paying $50 plus shipping on top. If you when the Four Horsemen who make these put them up on pre-order on their site, now they've just done something called All Stars 4, where what they do is once a year they take old figures. I don't know how many it is, 8 to 12, something like that, and they let the fans vote on which figures they want to come back into circulation. Cheap marketing, that is. Let's make figures that people are going to buy.
Figures that we've made already.
Figures that we've made already, that we've got the molds for. All we need to do is remake them, but people are going to buy them. But yeah, they do that. You can pre-order those from the Four Horsemen website, and I think they're a lot cheaper. They're something like $35. At 30, just under £30, £29, £28, so a lot cheaper. But the release on a lot of these pre-orders is 9 to 12 months time. So you've got to wait. These smaller company, smaller runs of figures, longer waits.
I got 2 questions for you. Firstly, how is their durability? I do know enough to know that NECA figures are not to be played with, certainly. But even rough handling will.
That's a good shout. Joints. That's a good shout. I'm going to be back in 2 seconds. You can vamp for a little bit about something.
All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about Classified Snake Eyes. Of course, that's exactly why you're here, right? He has excellent joints, may I just say. There are ratchets built into these guys. Yes, the 6-inch scale allows for very stiff knees. They hold their poses fantastically. But, I mean, look how tight he can ball himself up. Oh, yeah. Low crouches. Exactly what you want from your silent master.
We've got a jug of hot water here.
Oh, my goodness.
And she goes. Right.
What has action figure collecting come to?
Well, we do that.
Rip that bubble apart and play.
I hear that they do have stiff joints, and Ben, our buddy Ben, had the Marty McFly Necker figure and snapped his
You're
arm.
just asking for trouble, man.
Snapped his arm. You know, you don't heat those guys up. I mean, that's surely a design flaw. You can't have figures that are meant to be posed and moved that break.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway.
But I think Necker, you know, I'm going to name drop Retro Blasting's channel now, and like he's done the research, old Michael French. Necker have actually classed their toys as like breakables.
Oh, wow.
So they're not, they're non-durable goods. So you can't actually successfully file a lawsuit saying, this is a toy, my kid broke it the second he got it.
Clever.
They're like, no, this is a collector's item. You're not meant to move the damn thing.
Okay, she comes with this, which has got
lots of well made, man.
Lots of nicks and cuts, and kind of battle damage to this.
Very cool sword.
Kind of nice. Yeah. Let's open up this baggie. See what we got in here.
I love extra accessories, man.
You know it. Okay, so
yeah, baby, fill the bubble.
Comes with this, which is like a belt loop that can kind of go around her waist or shoulder, and then it allows you to slot one of your weapons into the little strap bit. Oh, in fact, I have another 2 of them, so it's 3 of them.
They're supposed to be cross worn.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a big ass mallet that's going to mash you up. Okay.
Similar to the Gonks one, isn't it?
Similar to the Gonks one, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Treat yourself to a nice axe.
Jeez, that's more weapons than she can handle, bro.
Yep. Let's have a look here. We have got a couple of shoulder pauldrons.
Excellent work. Is this boss fight? Yeah, no, this is the four
This is four horsemen, yeah. A couple of horns to go on a helmet, which will stick on. There's an alternate head.
Isn't that the head that mounts the horns?
Yeah, you're right. Let's put them on.
There we go. Oh, that's cool, man. Very Asgardian. Sweet.
Yep.
And I suppose you have. Can the horns swivel? Do you have options as to how you orientate them? Okay, wicked.
Then there's a.
They love that little something that plugs in the back. Gonks also had a little something on the back of his helmet.
He did, yeah. Get in there, you bastard. Okay, maybe that needs warming up, but that is, I guess, her hair coming out the top. Okay, fine.
Fire crotch.
Let's get her out of this boiling water.
Yeah, this is my second question, Chief. As a female action figure, we're used to departures in terms of articulation. But
yes.
Is she limber? Can she?
Well, let's find out. Let's find out. I tell you what. One of the things, if you're a toy photographer, then look, they do come obviously with plugs in the back for the shoulder pauldrons. So if you're doing shots from behind, you know, and you don't have.
I'm sorry, Chief. No one was looking at the plugs in her scapula.
Well, that's another.
It's got some great sculpting down there.
That's another question I'm going to come on to. So yeah, okay. Look, you put the shoulder pauldrons in, and that's
once again. Jeez, that armor is not going to protect you against a damn thing.
You get a bit of, you do get a lot of tilt there, up and down, and obviously swivel. I think the other. Let's put the other head on. I think it's probably better.
I'm impressed that out of her 2 included heads, you don't get an unmasked one.
Yeah.
So they're not once saying that she's anything less than a warrior. You're not getting like sexy concubine face. It's like
no. So let's have a look at this articulation, like you said. It is all single jointed stuff. But it's it's about 90 degrees bend on the elbows. You do get a swivel at the wrist, at the forearm, and a swivel at the wrist. So double swivel there. The waist is on a.
Ooh, and well concealed too. Jeez.
Very well concealed. Yeah, back,
fantastic,
forward, a lot of movement there. Single knees. Okay. Let's see what the ankle rocker is like. Can you get much on that? Yeah, you can get a great tilt on the ankles.
That's terrific, man.
So you're going to get great poses out of her. Let's see how she holds a weapon now. Okay, I'm going to say it. I'm not sure how comfortable I am with the bikini barbarian look.
But it's a staple, man.
Yeah,
Heavy
but it's a
metal
staple.
magazines from the 70s.
It's a staple of, you know, I just think of like Image Comics in the 90s, you know, let's make our females scantily clad, big boobs. I'd rather she was covered up. You know, I'm not a prude by any means. I like the women in my bed naked. I like my women action figures to be clothed, you know?
Fair enough, but then you're flying in the face of things like Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if Masters of the Universe had a bit of flesh on display. I suppose not
Yeah.
really. It's
I don't
mainly
know,
the dudes running around with no tops on.
Look, you know, ass cheeks out. It just doesn't work for me. I'm just not a fan of that look on a female warrior. I mean, look, the figure is incredible. The figure is incredible, but I don't know. And
Chief,
99.9% of Mythic Legions fans will disagree with me.
Well, why did you buy her if the flesh is not to your liking, bro?
I think I had pre-ordered her and hadn't had those views particularly at the time when I was pre-ordering her. But anyway,
look, it's stunning that they got away with a nude midriff and articulation, but the articulation is completely concealed. That's pretty mind-blowing stuff. That is smart costuming.
That's too much heat. The tabard, which goes on there, keeps falling off. Let's get that back on.
It's going to be an X-rated splits challenge.
Let's see if she, let's see if she can dual wield this hammer. Dual.
Well, it's a pose off. If you can as convincingly wield that hammer as I can get Snake Eyes to cup his Uzi, then it's all bets are off, man.
Yeah, I think she can pretty much swing that bad boy, crush his skull. Which side is he on? I don't know.
Who knows?
No, look, the figure is very. Oh, wait a minute, we had something else as well, didn't we? We had this thing.
Look, either way, 50 squid well spent plus shipping. Yeah.
Okay, so this is a deluxe super furry cloak.
Fantastic. It's a pelt.
I've got a pelt, which I have no idea how it goes on. I'm assuming there's a hole there, so I guess it goes through one of her shoulder pauldrons. One of the.
Oh yeah, that's stylish, just like off the shoulder. I mean, I must say, I first thought it would go around her neck, but that you'd pop the head.
I think it'll be kind of off the shoulder look. Once I get her posed up, get some photos with that, I think it will look quite cool. You know, she's a grower. She's growing on me already. So,
buddy, who is she taking on in the deathmatch battle?
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. I need to go and pick someone. Stay right there, viewers.
Awesome, or two someones. Who knows? Awesome, and we're back.
No? Okay, and of course Cassia is taking on.
Oh, jeez.
Infected
Bizarro.
Superman.
Who?
Infected Superman.
Okay.
Like, I don't read DC's whatever it's called, Deceased or whatever it is, but he just looked like a zombie Superman. I thought he looked quite cool.
Wicked. Yeah, it's an incredible face sculpt.
So jeez. Can she use her sexy wiles to disarm, so to speak, this dude? Well, he's down already.
There we go.
Yeah, so I think overall...
That'll be the shortest offense of all time.
Nice. Overall, look, you cannot fault the Four Horsemen. You get so much in this package of equipment, and it's all swappable. And all these pauldrons, you know, I can take this off and stick it on gonks. These are interchangeable with other characters. So that's really cool. You can kit bash within the line of figures, which is a really, really cool thing. You know, there are a limited number of parts. There's a lot of reuse on figures, but by different paint jobs and swapping stuff around, you can create unique characters. Two heads, 3 weapons, weapon belts, soft goods.
How many characters are they up to in this line? Like, how big can your Legion get?
think pretty big. So, you've got, you can army build goblins. There's like 4 or 5 different unique goblins plus goblin army builders. Same with skeletons. There's this kind of vampire line, which there's a few out, but there's another wave coming out later in the year. Then you've got a couple of human factions. There's orcs. You could.
So we're looking at like, you could easily have 100 unique figures, or less than that.
Probably less than that, I'd say.
50.
But there's definitely enough. The early ones, though, I'm led to believe are very expensive to get hold of, like those wave ones that launched on Kickstarter. You're
No
talking
doubt.
£100 to £200 per figure. But I guess that's the beauty of some of these All-Star. This is All-Star 4 voting, so chance to bring back older figures. But
Chief, do you do a rating system for these guys? I know that you like to compare and contrast, man. You got to start a spreadsheet, brother.
I do like to compare and contrast. I have not rated all the ones, but that's a good idea. I will start a spreadsheet of all the figures that I've reviewed. Look, this is not one of those in-depth reviews. I've said before, you can go to other better professional places to get some more in-depth reviews if you're considering buying this figure. But I'm just looking, look, does it look cool? Can it move around? What does it come with? Cool. We've chatted.
You could go to those other reviewers, but then you'd be missing out on that signature Chief charisma. Come on, brother.
There you go.
There you go.
Hey,
big up yourself.
Hey, on that note, I'm calling out you, Talking Joe listenership, because I only got about 50 views on that Cobra Commander review I did. So where are you, Talking Joe listenership? Get on over here and listen to my review on Cobra Commander. You owe the Chief. I did like 120 episodes on Talking Joe. Anyway, there you go.
In his debt, you are.
Listen,
Chief, what you got for me, brother? Is that it?
That's it, man. That's it. Quick look at Cassia
Short
there
and
from the Mythic Legions 4 Horsemen line. More I look at the figure, the more I'm liking. She is a badass. I'm on board. Red Sonja, you sold it to me, S-Jubs. I'll take
Excellent.
it all back.
Well, I expect that rating to be nice and high.
We need to see, though, if she can do the split. So let's go take a look. My thanks to S-Jubs for joining me today. Guest spot. Enjoyed it. I mean, I don't know if you want to come back and I can surprise you with another guest unboxing another date.
Chief, you know me. I'm always game, brother.
Okay, I got some Black
Regardless of
Series.
what toy it is, I got something to say.
I got some Black Series. I got some DC stuff. I got some Marvel stuff still in boxes. So I'm just going to randomly. Here we go. We're going to review this. So we'll get S-Jubs back on board. I'll quiz him a bit more about his love of toys and what he likes, what he doesn't like on a future episode. Thanks to my main man. Go check out G.I. Joburg for all your latest G.I. Joe news, reviews, gossip, and chat. Let's go.
Featuring the Chief Dog, in fact. Hey,
I guest spot occasionally. But yeah, we got to go check out what Cassia can do with the splits. Let's go and have a look. Okay, here is Cassia. Let's see what she can do. As with all these Mythic Legions figures, look, they can do the splits. However, I am saying it is where the bounce stops. The bounce stops there at ground to groin at 1 point, let's say 1.3. 1.3. Very good. She's down and out. Down, but not out. We're here at the fridge. Let's check it out. She did 1.3 times 12, which is 15.6. Chief not doing splits today, not feeling so good. Let's get on the fridge. Okay, here we are at the fridge. Okay, look. Let's scroll these down. We can see that she is slotting in there. Cassia, 15.6. Got ourselves a leaderboard here, people. I will try and do the splits next week. Who knows what's going to happen? We'll find out. Big thanks to my man S-Jubs for joining me for this episode. Like I said, go check out his channel. It's G.I. Joburg, all the usual places, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, all that kind of jazz. He's been in the game a long time, knows what he's talking about with his buddy Paul. So please go check that out. That's about it from me here, the Chief, for today's episode. I think we had a good one, good bit of content, and I hope you join me next time in ArmaGEEKdon.